All right, another day of working hard, always moving, always working around the yard and in the house. We're just bringing this stuff to the thrift store. There's a local church thrift store that we always like to go to, and we bring a lot of stuff to them. Love good used items, good clothing, some toys, and all sorts of things. And it's a really great place. This is stuff that we just come across through our recycling efforts and just picking up stuff on the side of the road, maybe a few garage sales. People donate clothes to us too sometimes because our kids and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know how to tell you where we get this stuff, but I think all of you know that our country, our society, we just have so much stuff, and everyone always wants to buy new. They never want to buy used, so they just throw this stuff away. Anyways, I've already gone through all this stuff, and it's not really worth reselling, or I'm just not into selling this kind of stuff. I'm more into parts, and yeah, I'm just not interested in clothing. All right, and also, of course, I'm working outside. I just scrapped the air conditioner that I got yesterday, so I'm going to take apart the rads. And I had some wiring from a heat pump that I took apart. Some other parts that I'll look up and see if it's worth reselling. There it is, right over there. Big heavy compressor and this heat pump. It's nice and heavy. I want to get it out of the yard because I think, as some of you may know, scrap steel took a hit, so it's gone down, and it's expected to just keep going down for a little while. Here's something else that I'm selling today. It's a transaxle from a lawn tractor. This is from a Husqvarna lawn tractor, probably early 2000s. Works fine, works good. I took this lawn tractor and selling the parts from it because it wasn't really worth repairing. I think it had some rusted out deck or something. Anyways, I put this on my local classifieds. In Canada, we use Kijiji. Put on Kijiji, and someone's coming by tonight to pick it up. We're going to make $60 off of it. And so that's a nice little sale from today. As you can see, I have a lot of lawn tractors that I'm kind of hoarding right now. Unfortunately, some of those have been sitting there for a couple of years now. So I gotta get moving on those things. Do that in the springtime. And the other thing I'm taking apart today is this furnace. I'm going to strip it of all of its parts. I'm going to test it out first, make sure everything works fine. And yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I'll be making a nice scrap run to the scrapyard, get this shred steel out of here, because I don't want the prices to fall anymore. So as far as I know, I think they're going to fall. So that's my thing today. Yeah, and tonight is garbage night, so I'm hoping to go out garbage night tonight. Been watching everyone's great YouTube videos. I love great YouTube channels, and they've definitely inspired me to get out and find some stuff out there. And so that's what I'm going to do tonight. All right, my wife just left to go to the thrift store. She's bringing all that stuff. It's good feeling to get rid of all those boxes out of the house. It's probably 8 or 10 boxes of stuff to donate today. And my guy came and he bought the transaxle that was here. He gave me $50 for it. I was asking for 60 and he gave me 50, which is fine. And the guy was a character. He's a really cool guy, and we must have been out here for an hour and a half just talking about stuff. And he's a small engine guy, and he saw my lawn tractors here and just fell in love with them. These are all kind of parts lawn tractors I have kicking around here, and been deciding what to do with them. So he said we agreed $50 each. He wants to come back. He's going to buy them all, and he wants just these two craftsmen But then he wants that one too. Then he said, well, I want that one too. Then I said, well, you can't leave this one here by himself. He's like, all right, I'll take that one too. So he just he says he's going to come back and he's going to take all my lawn tractors. $50. I mean, I don't, at this point, I don't really care too much. It's a lot better than just scrap value. You can make a lot, you can fix these up and make more money, but I'm not really into that. I'm just more of a parts guy and a scrap guy. That's what I am. And that's what I enjoy doing. So yeah, really cool contact that I made with him, and I'm really happy about it. He's quite the character. He's an old timer and he's a train mechanic and he sells motorcycles and funny guy. So that was great. That was a really good contact. Every time I get someone out here that comes in from local classifieds, either Craigslist or Kijiji, we start talking. Like I had a guy yesterday too. Same thing, just talked, and everyone just seems to be amazed about what I do out here, because it's different than just that 9-to-5 office job that a lot of people do. So I'm just going to clean up my truck. It's losing light here. Don't have any more sunlight right now, so I'm just going to clean this all out. Get ready for my garbage pickups tonight. I'm going to go into town, or not into town, just a little village really. It's about 10 minutes away. And I'm just going to go through garbage night, see what I can find. And so I'm just going to clean this all up on my tools. I took a whole bunch of stuff out of the basement. This is stuff that I brought downstairs to look up on eBay, see if it's worth selling. And it's not really worth selling, so brought it back up here to be recycled. Like this old VCR. I really like vintage stuff from the 80s. This one here, that's underneath it though, this is breaking my heart. I've been trying to find a buyer for this for a long time. It's just a really beautiful old cassette player tuner. Old Panasonic. I mean, look at that panel. Isn't that just gorgeous? But I just cannot, for the life of me, find anyone that will buy it. So, it breaks my heart, because I mean, look at it, it's just so beautiful, this old wood cabinet. But I'm not a collector. I don't collect stuff. I'm purely just resale, but I do really like vintage electronics, especially big clunky stuff from the 80s. Sadly, I mean, yeah, I hate to say it, but I'm just gonna have to scrap this guy. I can't find anyone that wants it. I mean, I'm sure I could give it away for free, but I don't really want to do that. So probably just maybe I might just bring the whole thing in for recycling. Yeah, just some other random bits and pieces that I brought back up. All these keyboards. I look all the keyboards up. They can make like $10 each, but not worth it. Not worth it to me. All right, we are on our way to go garbage picking tonight. Pretty excited. I haven't done anything like this in a while, a few months at least. I've been getting a lot of scrap and stuff that I need from other ways, so I haven't had to pick from the garbage. But I'm excited. I haven't done this for a while, and I wanted to make a video about it and show everyone what it's like, because I used to do it all the time, and I would get really, really great stuff all the time. You name it, you can find it. So I'm pretty excited, and I don't know how much footage I'll be able to get, because as you can see, I like to do this at dark. It's about 11 o'clock right now, 11 p.m. So at that time is when people will put their garbage out and then they'll go to bed. They don't like to do it in the morning because they might miss the truck, the garbage man. So the other reason is that I like to there are other scrappers out there that will go out in the morning. I'm not a morning person, so I like to get fresh garbage out as soon as they put it out. Also, I'm a bit shy, I will admit. I like to do this in the cover of darkness, you know. I don't know why I'm shy, but I just don't really like the attention that I get from going through people's garbage, and then, you know, someone will come outside and see like, oh, what are you doing in my garbage? So I tend to just like to stick to nighttime to do this. So I'm just taking the back roads now to get there because I wanted to be able to talk while I do it. Talk and drive, so I'm just gonna take all these dirt roads. Not gonna bother anybody. A lot to be said about picking garbage. In the city, like I'm in the country, so there aren't very many guys. I've seen like one or two hit the town that I'm going to. But I used to do this very consistently. So garbage nights every 2 weeks. So I used to do this very consistently, not just in this town, but in all other parts of the city, because I used to work in this city. And my shift used to end like pretty late at night. So I would, after my shift, I would just go through the neighborhoods and find some scrap on the way home. But now that I'm self-employed, I just find other ways to get scrap. But like I was saying, these scrapper guys out there, the ones that I've come across on the road have all been really cool. But it's funny, like what people don't know is that there's this whole like culture of garbage pickers, and at the scrapyard sometimes they'll get into fights about territory and stuff. You were in my territory. They got like little skirmishes happening. Like, you have this area that you can pick from, and this is my area. So don't cross that border. And I've heard that there've actually been physical fights at the scrapyard because they meet up there to deposit their scrap, right? So it can get pretty heated. I find it pretty ridiculous. I mean, it's just garbage, but with these guys, it's an actual source of income, so they don't want to mess with that. Just the other thing I wanted to mention briefly was you can see the area I'm driving through. You barely see anything at all. This is all very rural farmland. These people are not used to people going through their garbage, right? They're not used to people stopping in front of their house at nighttime, collecting scrap metal or beer bottles or whatever people want to get for cash. And I've had one time I stopped out here at a house, and I had a conflict with a person that lived there, and they came out and just started yelling at me up and down. Now that everywhere else, really in the cities, everyone's very used to seeing the scrap truck come by collecting metal, or someone pushing a cart collecting beer bottles and stuff, and so people will actually leave those things aside at their garbage for you to collect. Here we go. This is all the stuff from last night. It's a full truck. As you can see, these rails come in handy for holding stuff up. Real big mix mosh of stuff here. I got this electric furnace from last night, this futon frame, and there's also a washing machine. Those are the big ticket items. Okay, truck's all cleared out. I'll start with this guy I found. This is a popcorn machine, one of those old nostalgia type deals that you can find at Walmart, and comes with the instruction manual. It plugs right in. It's pretty dirty though. Yeah, so it's all full of, usual popcorn grease stuff. I don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe I'll plug it in, but it definitely would need a big cleaning. Who knows, it might not even work anymore. I'm not a collector at all. I don't like to hold on to anything. So I'm just always thinking what to do with it. How can I make money off of it? So kind of leaning towards scrap on this guy. Next, just a pile of scrap metal and light fixtures. You know, you find this stuff everywhere. It's pot lights. Going to take the wires off of it and then just put it in with shreddable steel. This was just a bucket that was full of all this stuff here, so I just grabbed the whole bucket. I didn't even look at it last night, just grabbed it. And this is the stuff that was inside. So you got these little pots. They're kind of cute. And so those two are good condition. This one's broken, this one's broken. See a lot of these on eBay. I don't know if I'll try and list it or not. Like I said before in my other videos, I'm not into glassware so much, but if the price is right, I will be. Yeah, random steel, another light fixture, pipe, brake caliper. So that's the stuff that I got from that bucket. Next, I found this little barbecue, and it's good for cast aluminum scrap. See if I can open that. Just a little portable barbecue. So I'll clean that up for a good little bit of cast aluminum. These, I don't usually pick up much liquor or beer bottles anymore. I used to, and bring it all into the beer store and get a deposit. In my province, Ontario, you can get, I believe it's 5 cents a can, 10 cents a bottle. But this was easy. It was just right on top of a recycling bin, so I just grabbed it and threw it in the truck. But I will say, when I used to do a lot of picking, garbage picking, and I would go downtown around the universities, and you could fill an entire truck with those kids' beer bottles and liquor bottles. It's just, those kids drink like fish. Probably don't learn too much from doing that, but if you ever wanted to try find liquor bottles, go near universities. Found this computer. It's an older one, but it's complete. You got the hard drive, some PCI cards, you got 2 sticks of RAM. It's Windows Millennial Edition, whatever, so it's just scrap value. I don't think there's any resale value there. You got the old floppy disk drive and all that. Next, found a printer. Always find printers. Printers are everywhere, and it's just nothing but plastic. And a couple of little motors inside, maybe a circuit board, and a little bit of steel. Not worth taking apart at all. You know, these things are a bit of a plague, just like the old CRT TVs. You might be able to get a couple dollars on eBay for the AC adapter, but there's a lot of generic ones that are very inexpensive if people ever need a replacement. But it's still worth checking out. You just punch in the model number. But I wouldn't pick this up normally, but I do get 5 cents a pound on e-waste, so I'll just add this to my e-waste pile. I just picked this up for fun. It was just a backpack. I just wanted to see what was in it. As you can see, it's ripped up pretty good. So this is another box that I picked up. It was the same. Oh no, I haven't gotten to that other one yet. But I got this box and that other stuff right there. I got that from the same house. So yeah, neat. Some e-waste and router, football helmet. Looks like it's a. I thought it was a kind of like a man cave type of helmet, but no, this actually looks like a real football helmet. I'll take a look, see if it's worth anything. Battery charger. A lot of wire down here, and it's not coax. It's actual wire. A nice remote control. Remote controls are always worth checking up See if we can sell it. A lot of wire. There's a car radio. There we go. Never heard of that name before. Kasuga. Made in Taiwan. I have a feeling it's a bit of a cheaper one. But you find the old Sony Walkmans, especially the ones that are like yellow, they're a special brand. They can sell for quite a bit on eBay. So I already saw this, and at first you see it and it's like, well, cool, BB gun or a cap gun or something. But then you look a little bit closer and I don't know really what to make of this. Still works. Don't really know to make of it. If it's like a, see the name on it, made in USA. Huh. But kids will see that and they'll think it's really cool. But I'll look it up, see if it's what it is. That's my lookup pile on the computer. Hey, there's one for you. You want that? It's you. It's not you. Garfield. Meow. Oh, they're looking at this thing with all the cat litter in it. Lovely. Moving on. Waterbed sleep system. Ooh. Couple faucets from a sink in the sink here. So this one was on a porcelain sink, and it was easy to unscrew. It had the plastic ones. When it has the metal ones, it's really hard to unscrew. So this was easy to get off. I don't really want to bring home those porcelain sinks at all, but this one's steel, and it has the you can see all that patina. So you got a lot of copper and a lot of brass here. So the scrap. This thing here, this is kind of neat. It's a phonics, a whole bunch of phonics stuff. And it's really good condition. See, we got all the VHS in there, and there's some cassettes. All these things are still in plastic. And yeah, I'll check it out. So everyone's always, doesn't matter so much, I find, with phonics stuff, is that the age doesn't matter. Because people always need to learn to read. So there's like these other ones here. Ceiling fans, you always find these. Excuse me. What do I do with these? Not too much. I don't, there's a motor in here you can take if you want. I don't mess around with that. But there's a little bit of brass here. That's easy to get off if you want. And, but, you know, these ones that are old and generic, they're not really worth reselling. You get some really nice ones, but if I find a nice one in the garbage, I don't try and resell it. But if you find ones at the garage sales and stuff, you know, it could be worth quite a bit of money on your local classifieds like Craigslist or Kijiji. There's a bunch of e-waste speakers. These are actually pretty heavy. I don't know why they're so heavy. And they're, you know, there's something in them. There's definitely a good bit of weight to it. But yeah, I just picked this up for e-waste. That's my e-waste pile. This is kind of neat. I was actually thinking about taking a look at this one. See if it's worth anything or if it's working still. So it's like a speaker, USB port. Keurigs. Millions and millions of Keurigs everywhere. I don't know. Will not understand the craze that is going on with these things. Excuse me. Sorry. They're everywhere. I mean, I get them in my drop-off bin all the time. I do make money off them. I part them out. I've never seen one like this. This looks like a mini one. But you get ones with the water tank on it. Those water tanks can sell for like $30, sometimes $40. But Yeah, I've never seen one like this. Even just like bits and pieces like this. There's just a huge craze. Everyone's buying these things like mad. And I don't see anything special about them. Here's an old JVC audio video receiver. I'm not going to bother trying to test this guy out. He's big and heavy though. Comes with a remote control. That's good. I can sell that. Let's make a few bucks off of it. There's ways you can test out remote controls to see if they work. Inside here, you know, you got your big transformer in there that you can take out. Yeah, for me, like I get 5 cents a pound for e-waste. So for me to take this apart doesn't really make sense, because right now that transformer is worth 5 cents inside of this machine, right? So the weight is 5 cents, but if I take it out, it's 10 cents. So really, I'm only making 5 cents a pound on the transformer. So that's how I try and look at this stuff, is that it's not worth my time to take apart. I just bring it in as is. But if you're somewhere that, of course, that doesn't buy any e-waste, you can scrap it out. So going on to the electric furnace. I've tried to sell these things before. I can't seem to find anyone that wants them on eBay. I got quite a few listings for the elements on my other past electric furnaces. What I do like about these, number one, you get scrap. Number two, you get a lot of number one electric wire in them. And number three is these heat sequencers. These are definitely have some value, resell value. And these ones too, these little switches. You can get anywhere from $10 to like $30 each. And they're easy to put up, easy to get money. Sorry, my camera's not really. It has a motor here. But yeah, it looks pretty rough. I'm not gonna bother with that. So that's that. And then I think this is a pull-out couch bed. This is Samsung washing machine. The lightest washing machine I have ever handled. It's so light compared to other ones. This thing doesn't seem to have a big counterweight at all. Most washing machines have like a really big counterweight inside of them to counteract the spin. This one doesn't have anything like that. It's so light. But as you can see, it's a Samsung newer model. I'm gonna plug it in, test it, because you know, if it powers up, we're going to try to find out what's wrong with it. These things are good for parts. It's my speciality. And we got the Christmas stuff. A lot of Christmas stuff all the time, especially right around now. Everyone's done with Christmas, so they're taking down their Christmas tree, taking down their decorations, and so they're either going to keep it or store it or throw it out. Okay guys, just wanted to show you lastly what I sold last night. Just doing the packaging right now. First thing is just a pack of shoelaces, miscellaneous shoelaces, different size. They're all the same size, 45 inches, but they're different colors. There's some duplicates in there. Sold this for $15 and it's going to Alberta. This is from a old flea market clean out that's still ongoing. Got a few good things from that clean out job, but it's not as good as it sounds. A lot of junky kind of stuff from that place, but that was one thing that I've sold so far from there. Next, this is a bit of a surprising one for me because I can't believe I listed this for so much. This is a control panel from a microwave, convention oven, Panasonic inverter. That's a fancier microwave. Sold this one for $80. And it's a surprising one because I can't believe I listed it for that much. But I have quite a few eBay listings. I have almost 1,200 eBay listings, so I can't keep track of it all. But yeah, I sold that for $80 Canadian. It's sold. It's going to Puerto Rico. Next, this is sorry the lighting's so bad. I'm just redoing my office here. I've just put this table down here right beside my computer desk, and then I still have that part over there to do repairs and whatnot. So, yeah, still work in progress. I even have my bubble wrap up here. Big thing of bubble wrap. So anyways, the next thing that's sold here is this air filter from a Briggs & Stratton motor. And I sold that one for $40. Sorry, $30. It's going to California. Then I sold this furnace blower motor from a furnace. Works fine. Works really well. Sold that for $75. And it's going to Ontario. Lastly is this marble base from a lamp. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much the only thing you could use that for. Maybe something else. But yeah, I advertised it as a lamp base. It's very big. It's about 14 or 15 inches across. And I sold it for $40. And it's going to Ohio. So eBay sales still trickling in. Okay, everyone. Here's just a quick tip. If you're looking at reselling some things on eBay, just make sure your stuff works before you sell it. I have this board here from a dryer. It's a very expensive little part. I'll show you here some comparables. So we have one here. This is Canadian dollars. So 90, 120, $90. Yeah, so you get the idea. It's around $100 for this part. These are used ones as well. The newer ones are much more expensive. So I have one here that I pulled out of a dryer, and I've been looking to resell it. I remember this dryer. The person that gave it to me said it wasn't there was no heat in the dryer, basically. So I thought it was a thermostat or a limit switch or the heating element that went bad. But you just never know what's wrong with it. So I had the board here, and I suspected that it might be the problem, what was causing the issue with the dryer. So you always want to make sure you take your boards out of these holders, these plastic holders. It's kind of a pain. There's like 7 or 8 clips around here that you got to undo. And you want to inspect the bottom. So as I took the bottom off, right away I see that there's a burn mark there on the holder. So you flip it over, and then sure enough, you can see that this soldering joint right here has gone bad. So that's indicated that either this relay is bad, or it's just got overheated and it burned the soldering. And I see this all the time with these new dryers and washers. These things always just go bad, or it blows out the soldering. Like it's just not a good design or something, because it's very common, unfortunately. So yeah, always look for that. Unfortunately, I've had to learn the hard way with customers on eBay that I've sold boards to, and I didn't really inspect it properly. And they've taken it out of the holder, and then they see that, and they take a picture of it, and they send me the picture, and I'm like, okay, I got to refund then. So it's unfortunate, hard lesson learned, but so I would like to pass it on to anyone out there who's maybe trying to resell on eBay as well. And yeah, that's all I had to say for that. Stay tuned for more.